friends, and welcome back to A Cozy Lifestyle with Clarissa Coward. Today's video is kind of a spur of the moment thing. I've been talking about it, and today as you can see, I'm in my office slash craft room, and I decided to switch out my wallets. Um, I purchased this one at, I believe it was TJ Maxx or Ross a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Um, it's not a name brand, or I should say designer, but it has all of these pockets and places for credit cards. I have 6 on this side, 6 on this side, and another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here as well. So there's 12 internal card holders, and then another 6 here, so for 18 cards. Oh, and then there's another 6 over here. So that's actually 24, which is great. There's a place for the checkbook. I don't usually carry my checkbook with me anymore. I'll decide if I'm going to use that. There's a place over here, I guess, that could be for dollars, but I always keep my money in here. There's also a zipper change compartment, and there's an outside compartment. And I am going to open my regular wallet here. I've had this for a couple of years now. It's a Coach. It's held up really, really well. And I have I like the style of Coach because I can zip it. It holds everything tightly. But y'all, come on. When I shop, I stick receipts in here. It's hard to even know if I have any money in here, but I do because there's so much paper. So I'm going to pull all of these out. I'm going to put my cards where they should be. And I'm going to clean my Coach up. I may even do a video on that. I'm going to clean it up and then put it away for a little bit. I have a new one that my husband bought me about 2 years ago. It's a black one, and it's made the same way, exactly like this. But I thought before I go to that one, I would give this a shot. And although this is not designer, it's called Stone Mountain. That's what's here. I have a Dooney bag that's really close to this. Of course, I'm not going to carry that right now. For some reason, my Dooney bag seems to be very heavy. When I put my stuff in it, it's really, really heavy. I do overpack my purse, but I love it, but I usually carry it not every day because it does get heavy with all my everyday stuff in it. But it matches this wallet. I think the outside is this tan color, and then it's trimmed in the red. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I think that's the way it is. But anyway, so I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to take all this paper out of this. This is ridiculous. I really, really went overboard this time. And we're going to see if we can't make this a lot neater. Okay? So I'm going to show you my wallet. Then I'm going to show you my new wallet. And I hope it inspires you to clean out your wallet. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one. Okay? Before we get started, let me say this. First of all, please excuse my sniffles. I am suffering with allergies. Went to the doctor the other day because they were bad, and actually I have a sinus infection, so I'm working on that. So I may be sniffing a little bit throughout the video, so please forgive me for that. But if you're new here, I'd like for you to hit that subscribe button below. Once you do, hit that bell so you'll be notified of all upcoming content. This is a lifestyle channel, and we do everything from changing out wallets, shopping hauls, cleaning, organization. And organization is a really big thing for me, thus doing something like this. We also do seasonal decor and regular decor and DIYs and upcycles. So we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but it all boils down to helping you, inspiring you to live a comfy and cozy lifestyle in not such a big space. Our home is, I like to say, cozy and on a budget. So if something like that interests you, hit that subscribe button below. And if you're one of my new subscribers, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you. And I'm so very grateful that you're here. And least I forget, I never will. My ride or dies, you know how I feel about you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm so very grateful that you're here with me as well. It is my greatest joy that you have found something here that brings you back. And it is also a joy to me that you allow me to bring my household into your household. And I hope that I am still inspiring you. If there's something you'd like to see me organize, something you'd like to see me DIY, leave it in the comments below. We're all in this together, and I'll do my best to get it to you, okay? So now, let's get it done, okay? Now, friends, I realize that if you've been following me, you know that I always say the first rule of organization is to remove everything from the space you're about to organize. However, for this particular organizational chore, I'm not going to do that. The reason being, I would hate to pull out all of this paper, all of these receipts, and then somehow or another get my cards and my identification and everything mixed up in that. So instead of doing it that way, what I'm going to do is first take out cards and place them here. Once I get all of my important cards, my healthcare cards and all of that over here, then I will remove all the paper and that kind of thing. See what's necessary to keep, what I don't want anymore. Most of them are receipts, but I do have some different things in here, like, just for example, I'll show you the kind of things that I stick in my wallet, which is why I need a good one. Okay, this is a receipt as well, but look at the size of it. You know, they put a receipt on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So, but it's a medical receipt, which I will keep this. I will just file it away. But most of them are stores. But I don't want to get my cards and everything lost in the process. So what I'm going to do is take all the cards out first and place them someplace in here. I have to decide where, what goes where, but that's what we're going to be working on. Okay? So, got a cup of tea? Got a glass of lemonade? Got a cup of coffee? Get that. I have my water, and let's do this. Now, I had a system for this wallet as well. These are cards that I do not use very often. And they were on one side of that wallet. And some were doubled because that wallet didn't hold as many. I'm going to put these in, and I did count incorrectly. Where I saw 6, there are only spaces for 4 on either side. So I'm going to put them back the way that I had them for the most part. But then what I may do, if there's more space, I'm not sure there's going to be now that I've miscounted, then I will come back and separate them and not have so many doubled. So, yeah, let's do this. And some of these cards I've had for years, but, you know, they have no balance. I've not used them. They're just in case, like a Firestone, you know. I always kept something like that when I was single, just in case something happened to my car. And I don't see where it hurts now, but I haven't used that Firestone card in, what, 10 years? So it may not even be any good anymore. I keep it because if I needed it, perhaps they could look it up and, I don't know, see if it's still viable. Okay. Now these are like my everyday. You know, you have your driver's license and your debit card to your different accounts, and so these are used. So I'll put these here. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. So they have to go the long way. They won't go horizontally. They have to go vertically. I don't like that. See, I didn't look close enough. I really don't like that for my driver's license. And I don't like putting them in a driver's license slot because sometimes they can be really difficult to get out. But we're going to try it, okay? So what I will do is put the one that I pull out all the time separate. Let's do that so that I don't pull the second one out and lose it somewhere. Okay. I don't have a Costco card, but I do have a BJ's card. I don't know if that needs to be. Let's do this. Let's put the everydays over here with the driver's license, and that way I'll know exactly where to go. You know, until I get used to the feel of the wallet. You ever change purses or wallets and you're not sure where you put your stuff? That's why I don't change very often, you know what I mean? So I'll put my BJ's over there. I don't know if you have a BJ's in your area. Most people do Sam's or Costco's. But where we live, the Sam's and the Costco's are further away. So we use BJ's. It's the same concept, you know, a big box store. Okay. Okay, so that's all of those types of cards. So now I'll go into this little slot back here where I have medical cards and that kind of thing. My range card. Did I tell you guys that my husband and I have been going to the range lately? I'm learning to become a marks person to safely use a firearm. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it at first. As a matter of fact, I was, no, you do it, you know, you do it. That's fine. I don't really want to. And then I didn't really feel safe with it here because my grandson's here a lot, but things change, minds change, and we found a way to make it very safe. And so I've been going to. I'm still not, what do I want to say? I do it. I'm getting better, I can say that. But I know some people really enjoy that, you know, that feel of doing that. I really don't. I'd rather be painting something or crafting. But I do think that it's a necessary evil right now. So, and it is, you know, it's always nice to learn something new, right? So I am learning something new. Look at this, guys. Look at all these papers that I keep in there. What is this? Oh, I have a new eyeglass prescription for glasses. Yeah, so I need to order some new ones. I'm just not sure what I want. Mainly I wear readers because I think I see pretty well otherwise, except when I'm trying to read something or I'm on the computer. But I may order a nice pair. So let's put this away. Let me put on the outside what it is. Okay, so I'm hunting for it. Let's So there are pockets behind where the cards are, so I'll stick that there. And then on the other side, I really do love this little wallet. It probably will not be gone very long, or if I switch, I'll switch to the black one because it's new, but and see, these are all old medical cards that I don't know why I've kept. Dental, hearing, and vision. What did I do with the others? See, this is what I'm saying. New wallet, I don't know where I've put anything. What's this? Oh, here they are. Oh, car insurance. You know they don't give you real cards anymore. You print them, so I guess I better make sure it's an up-to-date one. Nope, that expired in 2020. I need to print another. And I better make a reminder to do that, or I will forget. Print insurance card. My planner is right here if you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm putting that in. Do any of you still keep a paper planner, or do you put everything in your phone? I guess I kind of do a combination of both of those. I like having paper though. Old-fashioned, I guess. Okay, so these are all stamps. My mother lives in another state, and she's in a senior facility. So I try to remember to send her a card a week, or a card every 2 weeks. I talk to her too, but I like for her to get something in the mail, so I send her a card. And also, if you've been following me, I think I've told you guys that I enjoy getting cards, so I send them to my friends. Just, you know, out of the blue, I'll just send a card. I buy them in bulk. I have a bunch over here. And when I'm thinking about someone, or if someone's going through something, I have them so that I can just drop them in the mail. So that's why I have the stamps. So I don't have very much change because they don't give you change anymore. I used to, whenever I would break a bill or spend money and get change, I would throw it in a jar. And one year, can you believe, I took that change down to one of the supermarkets and had it go through the counter. And I had enough money to get on. I was going on a cruise, and I had enough money from that change that I used that on my entire cruise ship adventure or trip. And even though I had money saved for the trip, I didn't have to touch it. It was just changed I had saved over a couple of years, just throwing it in there. And it was a big bucket, and it was full. So I took it and counted it out, and it ended up being about $900. So change does add up, but we don't get change anymore. So I have some now that I'm thinking that I'm just going to take it and have it counted out, because it's just hard to get any store to have change or to give you change. And then I use my debit card most of the time too now. When I was going into the office, I used to allot myself an allowance so I would not have to pull out my debit card. And that helped me save money because I knew what I had in my wallet for lunch and that kind of thing. Of course, I bought my gas and all of that. Lots of days I took my lunch to work. And so at the end of the week, if I'd spent anything and had any change left over, I just threw that in the bucket. And sometimes it would be the dollars that were left over as well as the change. So if, let's say I gave myself $25 for the week and I only spent $5, well, I'd put that 20 plus any change in that bucket. And in 2 years, I had that kind of money. And I was doing it, I won't say unconsciously, but I wasn't saving for anything in particular. I had read that somewhere online, that a financial person said that she did that. And so I started doing it, and it became habit. And once a week, I would dump my wallet and start over, or the change or the money from my wallet and start over. And it really does work. maybe we can talk about ideas like that one day as well, or maybe I'll do a video or do a live and talk about that kind of thing as well. So now we're getting to just the receipts. And I don't think I want to bore you with all of that because you know how many that I have. So, oh, I better take my money out too. I do have a little bit of cash. I keep a little bit of cash because every Friday, if my grandson has behaved and done well in school that week, you know, because he's home now, not in bed doing your homework or your schoolwork, you know, you got good grades, all your homework was done, because the kids, you know, kind of have to be self-sufficient. I give him an allowance here as well as my daughter giving him one. So I have to keep a little cash for that, because usually I didn't have any cash at all before I started doing that. So all of the receipts that I know have cleared my checking account, I am going to toss. See, that card was an appointment I had with my doctor in December 2020. And it's still in my wallet. Now this one, I need to put with my office stuff. That's for the boss. That's a receipt where I used it. The business credit card. And it was a while ago, but I'm not throwing that away. You know, you may always may have to justify that stuff. So, excuse me. All of my receipts. I've sold a couple of things in my Etsy shop, and I sold another couple of things from Facebook Marketplace. I keep all of those mailing receipts just in case. And I know that that's probably there. I haven't looked to see if I have a rating yet. But I'm one of those just in case persons. You know, I don't want to get caught with I say it this way. I don't want to get caught unprepared. So. And guys, I think this does have a lot of little hiding places. I think I might enjoy this for a minute. Now I can put receipts out here when I'm shopping and not get this part of the wallet all messy. And there's a big difference there. Just cards and a few dollar bills. I'm not sure how I'm going to like this, having to put them that way. I don't know if some of these are important enough that they actually need to be in here and zipped instead of the cards that I don't use that often. I'll have to decide. I'll have to decide about that. It's nice to wrap my brain around things that are important and that I use every day are out here and out here. I just wish they slid in the other way, like the vertical way, and they don't. But maybe I'll get used to it and it'll be just fine. I don't need this for the checkbooks. I can take that out, and that's less bulk. But yeah, and that's where receipts can go when I'm shopping, right out there. So I think that turned out really nicely. Huh. I can open it now and not wonder what in the world is going on. I'm pleased. This will take some getting used to. If I'm in a store and it's too difficult to get my or someplace where I need it, and it's too difficult to get my driver's license out, which, see, I'm not liking that. They always have a little lip that it gets caught on. I don't know why they make them that way. But I'll try and wear it down and see what happens. But yeah, so that's it. What do you think? Do all of your wallets, purses, that sort of thing have to be designer? Or are you okay sometime with putting the designers away and using something that's more for function? Let me know in the comments below. I have a purse too that I need to switch out, so I think I'm going to do that as well while I'm here. But that may be a second video, depending on how long this one is. I don't want to keep you guys too long. So yeah, that's that. Wallet done. This one I'm going, oh, no it's not. There's more paper. What in the world? People, look at me. I'm embarrassed. I mean, and don't think that because I've been shopping a whole lot lately. I have done a couple shopping hauls, but some of these are really old. Receive a handgun. Oh, that's my gun permit. Now that needs to go someplace. Yeah. I see how it would be easy with all this junk in my purse to lose sight of this, and that's not good. Thus the reason for the organization. I did get my first COVID vaccine. That's this card. I know how I felt about it. I know that I was apprehensive about getting it done. But with the asthma the chronic asthma that I have, and the allergies that I have, and I have a bit of elevated cholesterol, just if I lose some weight, okay, I could probably fix that one. So I decided, after giving it lots and lots of thought, to go ahead and get it done. This, however, was after I had spoken to a lot of people that I trust. My pastor had said he was going to have it done. As a matter of fact, I got my shot through my church. So, and I had spoken to other people. But, you know, I was very, very cautious and apprehensive. But I did it, the first one anyway. I didn't have any side effects. The arm was a little sore, and I got it done like on a Saturday morning at about 11. So by 2, I was kind of, I think I'll just sit here and watch a movie, and I did doze off, a little tired, more tired than normal, but that was it. Sunday, I felt nothing. Now, I understand that the second one may be a little different, and I'm due to get that one, what did it say, on the 6th of March. Yep. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm hesitant to suggest to anyone else that they get it done. I did suggest to my mom, but I let her make her own decision, and she decided to get it as well. My mom suffers from COPD, so I was really concerned about her. But she decided on her own to get it done. I wouldn't have pushed that on her. As long as she can make decisions for herself, and you know she's okay. I don't want to take any of her freedoms, you know, away from her, unless I have to make a decision for her. I'm here if she needs me to, but I always talk things over with her. The senior center always calls me, and then I call her and find out what she wants to do. I don't want to take away her dignity, is what I'm trying to avoid. I want her to have her dignity as long as she can. So we've both had it, but I'm not that person that would say, oh, you better go get that. You should go get that. I think everybody has to make their own decision, and that's what we've done. Okay, so that's off on another tangent. So guys, the wallet's done now. All of the stuff is out of the old one. See? Now I can show you. See? It's all out. All pockets. Yep. This is held up really well. It's the way that I treat a wallet. So I'm just going to clean this up and put it back in its bag and let it sit. It's really a nice color for spring, huh? But I've used it for 2 years. So guys, that's it for this. If I do the purse, I'm sure that'll be a second one. So I hope that you're enjoying your day. I hope that this has been inspirational. Something small like this can make you feel so good. Look at, you know that I've got to feel better to get rid of all of this out of a little wallet, right? And I do. So just keep that in mind. And maybe you'll sit, watch TV, watch a movie, talk to your significant other, or whatever you do when you're piddling. I call this kind of a piddling job, but it's organization as well. And you can go through your wallet and see what you've got going on there. Put the important papers away and start fresh and clean. You know what, guys? I'm going to go now. I'm going to encourage you to find something today that brings joy into your life. There's nothing like internal joy. And I'm going to leave you the way that I always do, with lots of love, with hugs and blessings. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.